Which one? You want to switch out?
What's up, my janky people? It's your boy Xander155 here to bring you guys a life and all the jankiness that goes with it. I am here. Alright, so just making sure that my audio comes in correctly for this. So, as you guys already know, Hit is one of my favorite characters to play in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So we're gonna pretty much like get the rundown of how like I like to play him and how I learned how to play him and why I feel that he is such a anti-meta character in this whole debacle. So with everything being said, we're just gonna go to Hit's moves. Put us in center stage, go to his moves, pretty much like giving like a quick rundown on everything. So Hit is a very much stance character, well, like an anti-meta character in my sense. Like I call him an anti-meta character because it's just like that's just how he is to me. That's how I feel. So a lot of his moves, you have to pretty much like go into a stance and then release them or do another move to that'll change them. So like you have vital point attack, then you have that's a stance. That's a stance. And then there's three different moves. So when Hit has meter, the game just changes entirely. But without meter, he's pretty dangerous. He forces you to do a lot of things that you're hoping that will hit him just because it's just very much like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna counter this. Normally when you do stuff like, say for instance, you go for a vanish on certain characters, you can automatically counter that. Hit isn't one of those characters. Hit is very much like when I say he's an anti-meta character, he has so many things that just like it's scary. So a lot of his moves are done on the ground. He doesn't really have a lot of moves in the air, and that's what this is for. Which a lot of people don't know why that is used. Like I feel like this in the air is a lot better than on the ground, due to the fact that you get a free combo right off the bat. This on the ground just pretty much like forces you to use your crash. This one, it just switches places with you. So like say for instance somebody's dashing with you, or you notice that somebody's trying to like zone you out and things of that nature. Like it is like that character that gets around everything very, very fucking easily. Excuse my French. But yeah, no, let's run into his let's first run into his like his combo strength. Or so we have the light combo. Oops. Let me switch that out. Alright, let's switch that out. Alright, so we have the light combo strength, which will be used in which I use in a lot of his combos. Because the reason why I use them in all of his combos because each one of those, so it's a 5-hit combo. But the thing about this 5-hit combo is that it's very special because it cancels out. You can cancel out of it from whatever jab. So first jab, second jab,
Let's begin. Let's begin.
third jab,
Let's begin.
fourth jab, and fifth jab. So you can cancel out of that move with any part of the that jab sequence. So which is really nice. So that's his light combo. Then we're gonna go straight to his medium combo, which is literally he'll take a step. So from right here, it's pretty much like lariat, like Bardock's lariat, really fast. But the only thing is that be careful with this move because it does have crazy like crazy stun. So if you miss, if you whiff, you're stuck there. So like, did you guys see how like long it took me to backdash or even move, even after whiffing the move? So be careful when you do this. Make sure that you have like guaranteed pressure when you're using that move, because if you try to use that move in whiffing, you will get punished, especially if somebody is super dashing at you a lot. Then we're gonna move on to his heavy. So just like the medium one, the heavy one, same, pretty much like the same properties. Like if you whiff, you get punished really hard. The only difference is that the heavy goes a lot farther than the medium. Medium pretty much like goes half full screen distance, and the heavy goes pretty much like a little bit further than that. So it's like about 50% full screen for medium, and then like 60% for heavy. And then let's talk about hits lows. So hit doesn't really necessarily have a low except for his crouching medium, which is 32 frames, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's input delay. Snap. Where do I go for? I don't remember. Yeah, no, I don't remember where everything is. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I should have put this up earlier. Okay, that's that. That's shit wrong. Oh, here we go. So, frames. There we go. So, that frame, it's 27. Jesus Christ. Eesh. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh my God. Attack startup at 27 frames, but it's negative 47. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Okay. Yeah, no, but like that's disgusting. Like, look at that. Like, it's so slow, and like the only time that you ever use this is to like apply like unseeable pressure. Like, go for like meaty setups that people normally go for. I do have a couple myself when I use medium, but 9 times out of 10, people always block low, and I don't know why. But one thing you need to know is that you never have to block low against hit. Unless he goes for like, and that's about it. No crouching medium, but like I said, it's 27 frames, negative 47 frames. And then there's this, his 2L. 2L is negative 40 frames, so it's really unsafe. So like throwing this out, be careful with that. I do get caught out with it a lot when a person like parries or something like that. So normally, like you can go into this, because it's 2L, you can go into this. You can go into this from any part of your, or the first hit or the second hit. So, and it restands them. So because it restands them, it puts them in a position where they are forced to now block or guess. And so if you're going to be blocking, be mindful that it can follow up with standing medium, and that automatically puts you in combat, automatically. And it's such a dangerous move. Like, even if
Here it comes.
oops. All right, so.
How about this?
Oops.
Shall be destroyed. I see. How about this?
So normally, like if you're pressuring the character, I'm like trying to do a certain move with Cell, but he doesn't do it right away, which is annoying. But normally when you're doing like a certain move, like people can go for level 3s on their restands. And because they can go for level 3s, you have to always be mindful that something's going to happen. So if a person has meter and they are prone to like DPing, just keep in mind that they have that option to do so. You're not entirely safe during that. But that's when like those are just his normals. So you have the 2L, 2M, 5L, 5M, the universal 6M, the 5H, and then 2H. 2H is, I think 2H is really good. Sometimes it does whiff, but it's a really decent move. It's really nice. it's a decent place. Now let's jump into his specials. So hit. If I go to his special moves list, like I said, he's a stance character, so a lot of his moves are stances. So because he's a stance character, he's gonna have to do a move first and then go into the stance. And so we have
Let's begin.
his light stance,
Here it comes.
his medium stance, and then I'm gonna get myself a little meter just so I can go into more specifics of everything. Training settings, boom, boom, boom. Go 27 bars. All right, so
Let's begin.
So light stance.
Let's begin.
Like when somebody
begin.
puts into the light stance, be careful about this because this is a frame trap. When somebody goes for that light out of the light stance, be careful. That is a frame trap. Okay, you will be frame trapped like a mug. And it's so good. I don't know necessarily if it's an anti-air at all. Holy sh... Are you serious? Alright.
Let's begin.
Yep. Anti-air. Okay. I didn't know that. So that's something new for me.
Let's begin. Give me
So
your
like
best. Let's begin.
so you have to do the move first.
Let's begin. Let's begin. That was lucky. Let's begin. Let's begin.
Yeah, so you can pretty much catch people, snuff out dashes. It's pretty tricky to do.
Let's begin.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky to do, but once you get the timing down, you'll be fine.
Let's begin.
Yeah. Then we also have the medium version, which hits. So you can actually combo off of the light pretty easily. After. Yeah, so like you can pretty much.
Let's begin.
You literally can call after doing that. You can call an assist and yeah, get a full combo, crash, boom, boom, boom. Real simple, right? Now the medium moves the hard knockdown. So that was something that hit pretty much like struggled with a lot is that he didn't have a way to bring somebody back down to the ground. With his level 1 being changed in season 2, where it dropped, like instead of them pretty much like doing this like recoverable animation here, it now like pretty much like drags the person down to the ground. Yeah, so that was one thing that he had trouble with. But this move, it doesn't use up your crash, which is very interesting. So keep that in mind. So especially when you're doing like a lot of like your corner combo stuff. So like
Won't be able to block this.
like you can still get that full like corner combo stuff, like because he gives you that option now. Now he did lose a lot of damage from that, but at the same time, now you still have a hard knockdown, which I think is very resourceful. Then we're gonna go into like the light stance.
Let's begin. Let's begin.
And then the EX move. So this move here, do not try to challenge that. That move is disgusting, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the frames of that are invincible. So it doesn't go full screen, but it does allow him to pretty much get through a lot of pressure. So if Hit has half a bar, just be scared. Just be scared of him doing any form of an EX move. Just because when he does EX kick, he can get a full combo off of it and still vanish. Like, it's disgusting. Like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Like, you can get a full combo off of this. Like, whoa. Okay. So that's That's the light stances. So keep in mind, we have this frame trap, hard knockdown, invincibility. Frame trap, hard knockdown, invincibility. So keep in mind, those are all moves. So so if I'm pressuring a person, so if I'm constantly, consistently pressuring you, be careful not to press a button. So we're gonna switch in the blocking, switch cell to blocking, and we're gonna pretty much like see the frames on this. Okay, there we go. So he's -2 on this. So unless you have like a fast jab, some characters do, some characters don't. So you have to be careful with doing this. So you can actually call him safe, just to make yourself safe. Yeah, so like pretty much like you can make yourself safe because it's -2. Because it's -2. And then the medium is -4. Yeah, no, that one's -4. So it's still not as bad, but you can get a lot easier punishes from it. Now the EX one is -5. Now I normally don't do this one as much because it's slower. Like I can't do anything after this outside of vanish. So that's why you guys don't see me doing it a lot. Then it's, oh my god, there's so many. Like I don't know, you guys, I just love hit so much. This character is so much fun to me. And then so we're gonna go into the medium stances. So
Here it comes.
the medium stances.
Here it comes.
So as you can see, him just standing there, he has his blue aura. So with Hit having this blue aura up, he is now invulnerable to all moves, except for grabs. So you can still grab him. So any like command grabs, level 3 command grabs, like Beerus's, Trunks, Broly's command grabs, any type of command grab can grab him out of this stance. And this is why this is so dangerous. So normally normally in the light stance you have this. You have your frame trap move. Then you also have your hard knockdown. But that all changes when you're in the medium stance. So not only do you get the not only is the startup a little longer while doing this, your buttons change. So when in the medium stance, your light now becomes a long range move. You can also change the direction of that move. So you can go up, keep it neutral, or go down. So most people do not know this, and I'm telling you this right now. The low or the angle going down for his long range move, for that long range projectile. Keep in mind, it's not a key blast, so you can't dash through it. You will get hit if you try to dash that. So you see how Cell tries to dash that? Like if you're fast enough in the dash, or you're just reading it, you can punish it. So these moves, these are actual physical hits. So they can be countered. So characters with counters, like physical hit counters, can actually block, can actually counter them correctly. So be careful throwing these things out. But it is a very nasty move. Like it's nasty.
Here it comes.
Now moving on from the light. So that was his life move. This, like I said, so you can switch how you want to do it, any angle, or whatever. Just keep in mind, this move hits overhead.
Here it comes.
If you angle it down first, the first part of it hits overhead.
Here it comes.
Okay, so if you're not blocking high on that move, you will get hit. Also, moving on.
Here it
So
comes.
moving on into his into the medium one. So remember how the light one
here.
is the hard knockdown and it shoots straight?
Over here.
The medium version of it side switches. The medium version of it side switches and still gives you that same hard knockdown property. But keep in mind, you can be hit out of this, even though it seems like he's like phased and seems invulnerable. Hit can be actually you can hit him out of this. So
Here it comes.
so it doesn't like it's really slow too. So it doesn't matter if a person's dashing, you can still be hit
Here it comes.
very, very freaking easily, and it's quite annoying. But at the same time, it's
Here it comes.
a very good. It's like you only use this like last minute, so it's very situational. That's a very situational move. Because you can be hit out of it. So it's this move is very much it is not safe at all. Like I do not throw this out unless I'm guaranteed. Unless I have like guaranteed pressure. Now moving on from the medium stance into or the medium stance, I'm sorry, moving from the medium version of the medium stance going into the heavy. One of the best moves in the game. Not only does this move side switch, so the EX move here is straightforward and it's really hard to do anything from it. This move, the medium stance EX side switches and puts you in a combo state. It is a fantastic move. Do not get caught lacking when this guy is in that blue stance and he has meter. Because this move is practically DP realness. Like it, I have gotten out of so many situations. You can bait out sparking with this. You can literally like somebody can level 3, catch out a dash. Like, oh my god, that move is so amazing. Like they changed it in season 2, where now it had the same properties as a light version, where it just knocks you up versus kicking you away. Oh, somebody's calling me. Hold up, give me a second, you guys. Oh, hold up, you guys. Let me take this really quickly, and I'll get right back to you. Guys, I'm gonna try and see if I can edit that out. But moving on to this. So pretty much like
Here it comes.
like I was saying with the EX move, it is disgusting.
Here it comes.
But it can be baited out, and it can also be blocked if you like. I'm prone to do this all the time because it is such an amazing move. and it catches so many people off guard. And the invincibility on it is so strong. It's just, oh my god. When I tell you the amount of people I've seen rage quit from getting hit by that move, it is hilarious. Like, on a scale to 1 to just hilarious, it is hilarious. And it's so good. It's so good. So let's check the invincibility. Full invincibility. They decided to give this man full invincibility. Oh, that's full invincibility on that. Invincibility on projectiles. Alright. Projectiles. No invincibility. No invincibility.
Over here.
Wait.
Here it comes.
Oh my god. I just had like the dumbest thing ever happen to me. Okay. But moving on from that, so then we're gonna move into the EX version of his stance. So unlike the light one and the medium one, the medium one takes a while to start up. The EX one is instant. It's instantaneous. So because it is instant, if you are in a bind and you feel like the person is putting pressure on you, you can automatically go into this and put you in invincible stance. Unless they go for like a form of like command grab or a grab, you can easily get out of any situation like this. And then not to mention, oh, I forgot to mention, in all these stances, you can cancel them. You can cancel them early.
Let's begin. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
So you can cancel all of these stances early with the X button, or if you're using an Xbox or PC, it would be your key blast button, which is this, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just pull that up. Hold up. Okay, there we go. That's better. So, like I said, you can cancel all of these moves. You can cancel all of them.
Let's begin.
So as you can see, I'm canceling moves. So when you're canceling it from the light stance or the medium stance,
Here it comes.
It just flat out you are.
Here it comes.
You are like, oh, you are so negative.
Let's begin.
Like you can be hit out of canceling all of those moves. But from the EX stance, it's a little safer, but it's still very situational. So if you notice that your opponent is pressing buttons and you don't necessarily have the meter to spend anymore, you can just do this, hold it onto it, and then just cancel it. And go for a full combo. So, oops, too early.
Here it comes.
So as you can see, like he just dashed right through me and I just canceled it. But I was able to get a full combo off and still be safe from doing it. Now that might not always be the situation, so be careful with throwing that out. But the EX still has like all the properties of the medium stance, but all the properties, all of them. It just comes out faster, and which means that it goes away faster. So be careful with that too. Then we're gonna get into his 236. Is it 236? 236X? Yep. So this move, as you can see on my frame rate, that it's invincible to projectiles. So anybody that's trying to zone him out, like Frieza, pretty much anything that's energy based, like a key blast or anything that's energy based, he can dash without hesitation. Now, if the move has a physical property, like I want to say Bardock's Lariat beats it out. Bardock's Lariat, Majin Buu's Fat Toss, Jiren's Gatling Gun. I don't even know what to call that move. It pretty much just like you will eat bullets for days and you will get hit. When you're dashing, when a person is dashing at you, you can get hit. Like I said, this only gives out projectiles. Now, Now, when you're also doing this move, have you guys noticed that when you're doing this move, you go straight into the light stance? Now, there is a trick about this that people don't know. Some people don't know when they're playing hit. When you're doing this, you can press medium or heavy to go straight into a different stance. So when doing this, and people are noticing that you're dashing past them, some people like to vanish, some people like to dash. And so this gives you the option to switch it up. So you can go straight into your light stance or go straight into your medium stance. When you go straight into your medium stance, you can literally do whatever the hell you want. This dash is so dangerous. It's crazy. So literally, like I said, stances, all stances. So depending on what you do, it's just dash here. Then we also have the quarter circle back. The quarter circle has the same properties as the quarter circle forward. It's completely safe on projectile-based, energy-based attacks, but it doesn't go as far. So a lot of people have asked, like, what is that move for? Asking, like, what is this move for? The move is necessarily for, like, if you notice that you use every single assist and your pressure is just like, it's just like, you don't have anything else. So it backs off, it gives you more pressure. So instead of being right in front of the person, so as you notice, I'm literally doing quarter circle back, super, and then quarter circle forward heavy, or quarter circle forward medium. Just because, oops. It's just like, it is, the pressure on that is so nasty. So like you can also, because it's a really fast move. So because it's a really fast move, you can do a lot of things. Oh, I forgot to talk about his quarter circle back moves. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's a lot of things outside of this that you can do. So you can do this, dash. So it's relieving yourself of pressure to force them to do a move. So if you've been changing stances and been doing a lot of stuff and they've been just pressing buttons and you notice that they've been pressing buttons, give this guy like a whirl, and I promise you, you will exploit so many things. You will exploit DPs. You exploit. It's just insane. It's insane. So relieving yourself of pressure, but also people, if they have noticed that you've been doing it a lot, they can still like.
Let's begin.
Like, Hit is such an anti-meta character. Like, he's an anti-meta character. He would never be a part of meta, but at the same time, he stops meta from being good just because of his moveset. His moveset is just really, really clean. And those are the reasons why. Now, Hit also has a command grab.
Let's begin.
Like I said, he has a command grab. And remember the light string? Remember how I said his light string can be canceled out of anything, out of any part of it. Any part of it. Any part of it. So that is the trick. That's a reset, you guys. That is a reset. So if you ever see this person, just always be mindful that Hit side switches a lot. A lot. He can't do a lot in the air, but when he's on the ground and you just see a lot of movement, you're just gonna be like, wait, what's going on? Just pay attention to his stances and pay attention to where you are beside him. Because like I said, every time he's in this stance, he has the ability to either hit you from in front of you or hit you from behind. Either or will be a combo, but the EX one is going to be it hurts a lot more. So when this is the light command grab, it's called Icy Glare. This standing close. Now, at any point in time, you can literally hold the button so that it gives you pretty much like a full screen effect. And then there's also the medium one. which starts off at the opposite end. Which starts off at the opposite end of the opponent. So it comes up from behind you. So if they're not paying attention, they'll get hit by this. Now you can call an assist. You can call an assist after using this move. So like if you won't have like a beam assist or anything like that, you can do that. Just nasty stuff, little nasty stuff here and there. So getting ahead of myself again, but like I said, and then we also have the EX version. The EX version actually pretty much starts where your opponent is. So it starts pretty much where your opponent is, and like all the other ones, you can literally. I'm losing English. English is hard. You can call an assist after, or even during. But the difference between the EX one, if you notice, from the medium one and the is that the EX one knocks them up. So if you do this correctly, or did they choose the proper one? But it's very like. All right. Yo, you guys are seeing a little bit of my tricks or stuff, but yeah, they might have changed this. I might be mistaken. Oh snap! Yeah, no, might just start mid-screen them. Okay, interesting. All right, but yeah, no, those are hits normals, his supers, and get down to his level 1 and his level 3, and then also he has a level 7. So he has a super that's based off of his meter. So this is his level 1, which you will see a lot of hits do. You can use this either on the ground or in the air. So if you feel that you have to drag a person back down to the ground, but you've already used everything that you can, like you've already used this move, and you can't get them back to the ground or anything like that, you use this move and then vanish. I'm sorry. I am. Oops. I keep messing that up. I don't even know how I keep messing that up. Okay. There you go. So there we go. So it pretty much like drags them back down to the ground, but this move will always side switch. So you will be on the opposite side. So if you don't want to be in the corner, you can cancel this move early. And the animation doesn't go through or anything like that. The animation doesn't go through, but he still hits the person. So I don't know how much damage you lose from doing that. So yeah, you lose a decent amount from doing it that way. But overall, that's how that is. Then, like I said, you can use his moves in the air and on the ground. Then you also have his level 3, which pretty much stops time. So when a person gets hit by this and they have sparking, it completely denies the regen factor of their sparking entirely. So if you think sparking is going to save you while a person has hit on the team and he uses level 3, think again. Because it's completely like, your sparking's there, like, yeah, it's still there and it's still active, but it completely nullifies the health regen. So be careful with that. So as you guys notice, I went from level 1 to level 3. The reason why I did that is because, like I said, Hit has a move that based off of his meter, it does more damage. So this move takes 1 bar. This move takes 1 bar to use. But the more meter he has, it will consume it, and it does more damage. Now, it drains all the way up to the bar. So if you have a half a bar of meter still left, it will keep that half a bar of meter, which is good. Versus 7 bars of meter. If Hit has 7 bars of meter, and you are below 75% health, 9 times out of 10, you will die. I kid you not, you will die. And he starts off with a combo. Oh yeah, no, you're dead. You see how much damage that does? Like, it does 65% damage on its own. Just raw damage. Now, let's add a little bit more combo damage. Oh wow. Wait, I don't know how to do that. Okay. Oops, dropping combo. Man, come on now, like that move alone is a showstopper. That move is crazy. It changed the tides of a lot of things, and it does so much damage. Come here. So let's go back to this. All right, so we've pretty much like gone over his supers, all of his supers. So like I said, he doesn't build a lot of meter on his own. So if you want to use normally I play hit anchor. A lot of people like to play hit in the front row because he's so good at adding pressure. I play hit anchor because I like being able to burn meter as much as I can, because he has so many moves with meter that is just scary, and you can change the course of a fight over and over again, and I've done it over and over again. So it's literally just trying to figure all of that stuff out. But without meter, I feel like he struggles a lot because he doesn't have meter, and that's one of his biggest flaws. So that's pretty much like hit in a nutshell, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, he's an anti-meta character. If a good hit player will always be in your face. Some hit players play it safe and everything like that because they're trying to figure out what's going to happen. So with new characters like Ultra Instinct Goku, who's pretty much like god tier in this game right now, there's ways to get around it. There's ways to get around a lot of things. So like, normally if I'm doing something like this, so if I'm doing things like this, so like, I'm gonna just jump right in. So from the basics to like intermediate to almost like advanced level hit play. And like, I'm not like the best hit player in the world. I'm not by far. But I do thoroughly enjoy the character because I do make a lot of mistakes. But like, there's like intermediate like gameplay of hit is just so disgusting because like I said, this auto combo can be canceled at any point in time. And so because you're doing this a lot, you can cancel any part of your stance and go for a reset. The resets on this guy is insane. Do you have to spend meter to use some of the resets? Yes, that's why I play him anchor, because I have so much meter to burn through by him being the last character, and then also being because he's the last character, one, he gets an extra bar of meter. And not to mention the resets on him is just disgusting. He literally becomes Dark Phoenix. I'm still in that reference. Yes, I'm still in that reference, and we're gonna go with it. He pretty much becomes Dark Phoenix from freaking Marvel vs. Capcom. Not as scary, but still very scary. With like, he's the last character, and just, oh my god. What am I doing? There we go. There we go. Alright, so with him like getting that buff, that buff right there, that sparking buff, oh my god. Like, him getting a sparking buff is just disgusting.
Let's begin.
Oops, not what I wanted.
Here comes Let's begin. Here comes
Oops, messed that up. Yeah, no, it's, oh my god, this character is so disgusting when he has sparking and then like, oh my god. And being able to cancel out of all the moves, like, ugh, disgusting. Oh, I didn't talk about his aerial. Light. Oh, what's up, Larry? I'm playing Hit. This is pretty much like a tutorial for people who want to get into the game but are trying to pretty much like learn how to play Hit. Because Hit is one of the first characters that I learned how to play in the game. So like pretty much I'm explaining how he operates. So then we have light, medium in the air, and then heavy. The heavy re-stands the person. Because it re-stands, you have to be careful with that. So if you don't want to risk re-standing a person, like just be careful with that. Like the heavy, it keeps them in the air, so you won't see a lot of people use this unless they're ending combos or for weird pressure. Of course. Go ahead. Not to use everyone's super move. Yeah, no, but what was I saying? Oh my god. Yeah, no, but that like Hit is such a like tricky character because of that reason.
Let's begin. Let's begin.
Like the cancels, the resets. Everything about Hit is a dangerous character. But the only thing that he struggles from is because he doesn't have a proper low. All you have to do is just block high and pretty much guess what he's gonna do. You either guess that he's gonna attack you from behind, with this stance, or go for a command grab, which like I said, can be, he can vanish from it.
Freeze.
Like that stuff right there is just like, it's ridiculous to me. But that's literally how Hit works. He snuffs out dashes, makes you think about where he's gonna go, and then pretty much just like once you find out how he plays, it's just knowing the player. So the character is by far, like I will say, Hit is very S tier from season 1, because season 1 he did have some amazing combos that he did, and he did lose like at least I want to say like 15 to 20% of his damage from doing that. But overall, like when it comes down to like his character, his overall character, he is still very good. Can he be implemented in your team? Yes. Reasons being because he has decent assists. Like his A assist is literally his A assist is literally like Bardock's B assist, but the only difference is that Hit starts off next to you and gives you their knockup, and the knockup isn't as long, but it's really fast though. So getting the timing down on that is kind of weird. Yeah, so simple stuff like that. So like you can do like re-jumping combos with him because the hit stun on this is really nice. Then we're gonna move on to his B assist. The B assist I actually prefer over his A assist now because the A assist is a lot. How do I say? The A assist is really fast now, and it's almost instantaneous. And people can block it, and it gives you like little to no hits. That move right there, Hit starts off a little behind you. So if you're standing in front of somebody and you notice that somebody's like dashing towards you, you literally can get a combo off of it because it's that good. It's disgusting. And it wall bounces. It wall bounces.
Is this my target?
Like, I won't use B assist on this team because I feel like I'm losing a lot of momentum by doing so. But overall, it's really good. His C assist, I feel like his C assist has to be one of the best in the game. Reason why? Because he starts off in his infinite stance, which means that you can't hit him. And then, not to mention,
Is this my target?
it drags you right. He hits you with the 3 slashers, and it drags you right back down to the ground. It doesn't matter where you are on the map; it will always drag you right back down. Like when I tell you, that is disgusting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like. Will always drag you back down to the corner. Like, always. But because it's a C assist, it comes out. You have to wait for it to come out. But, oh my god. That's disgusting. Disgusting, okay? That is literally hit in a nutshell, you guys. Like I said, overall, S tier character, has good pressure, good mix-up options, good Oki, pretty much like, he has good overall, like, you have to be patient against a hit player. You always have to be patient with a hit player and pay attention to what he's doing. Because if you don't pay attention, you will get hit and it will hurt. Then his weaknesses is that if you are being patient towards a hit player, he pretty much loses a lot of like a lot of his I wouldn't say damage, but like his pressure. Just because he's just so nasty. There's a lot of good things to say about him, but his overall weakness is just like, if you notice that he's doing this a lot, you can literally jump behind him and punish. You can punish. You can grab him out of a lot of his moves. So his medium or his heavy, you can grab him out of it. You literally can grab him out of it. It's so annoying. And he suffers from lows really badly. So anybody like with a 2L, like a proper 2L, like 18 or 17, they like when he goes for like a 5M, he'll get snuffed out. He'll get snuffed out very easily. So like he struggles from lows. You can grab him out of a lot of his like his pressure. Now that's not this, but a lot of his other like his medium and his heavy normals, you can grab him out of them. And he doesn't have a proper low. Because he doesn't have a proper low, you can literally block everything high. But overall, that's it in a nutshell, you guys. Like I said, like this move side switches. So if a person's dashing at you, side switch, full combo. You know.
Give me your best.
That can be canceled out of also. But yeah, no, that's it, you guys. That's it in a nutshell. He's overall a tricky character to learn. Overall, like hard character to get used to. But once you get used to like how he plays and how he is, then you will just literally just go with the flow. Because he is such a dangerous, just such a nasty character. Like.
Is that all?
Disgusting. But I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to stop this video here, just because I pretty much like went over everything. That if you guys have any more questions, comments or concerns, please do not hesitate to put them in the comment section. Do not forget to like this video and share with your friends, and also subscribe if you guys haven't to become a part of my Janky Army. That way you guys can keep up with all the videos that I come to with during any next video of any time, any way, shape, or form. But I will be streaming shortly after this, after I pretty much like upload this video. So if you guys want to head over to my Twitch channel, that is twitch.tv/Xander155. It is the same thing as my YouTube channel without the /Xavier. It's XANDER155. Come over and check me out over there. I will be playing more Hit because that is literally like I can't have a team without Hit, and playing and ranking up a bit. So if you guys want to come on over, please. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.